Hey guys, what's going on? This is Benjamin with Benjamin Exotics, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some of the sizes of some adult ball pythons. Now before we go any further, I wanted to give you guys a quick comparison just to show you guys what a baby type ball python would look like. And I say baby type because this isn't an exact baby ball python, which would be fresh out of the egg, but this is probably a 4 to 6 month old ball python, and this is a spinner girl that we have here, which is of course a pinstripe spider, and she's around 300 to 400 grams, depending on, what day it is, of course, and if she's eaten or not. But she's taking down weaned rats right now, and hopefully this gives you guys a good size comparison to the other adult ball pythons that will be shown in today's video. So the first snake that I've got right here is an adult male spider ball python. Now this guy is probably around 4 to 5 years old, so this guy is definitely, he's not a baby or a subadult by any extent. This is a full-grown snake right here, and this is probably about your average for your males. They can stay a little bit smaller or they can get a little bit larger depending on how much food intake they have, but this is about the average for your males. I would say that this guy is probably getting decently close to 4 feet long, and he easily weighs over, he's probably getting close to 1,000 some grams, probably a little bit over 1,000 grams to be 100% honest, but hopefully this gives you guys a good comparison next to my body of your average adult male ball python. Like I said, they can be bigger, they can be smaller. We can go ahead and show you an example of a bigger male right now. Now here's an adult male normal who's just a little bit bigger than that spider male I showed you guys, but this is about what you would expect from a 6 to 10 year old male ball python. As you guys can see, unlike a female, he really doesn't have much weight on him in terms of fat reserves, and he's a pretty lean snake overall, but as you guys can see, he's definitely got some length on him and is pushing probably 3 or 4 inches past 4 feet. This is definitely a good sized ball python, and after 6 years, this is what I would expect you guys to be around if you have a male ball python. Again, could be a little bit bigger, could be a little bit smaller, depending on how much food intake they are having. Now moving on to females, I want to show you guys this girl right here, and this is an adult, or what I would consider an adult, pastel female ball python. Now what's interesting about this girl is that she's around 3.5 to 4 years old, and as you guys can see, she does not have the size that many females of her age would have, and that's been due to a few different things, mainly being that her feeding response isn't the best. But I wanted to show you guys this girl just to show you what I mean by the huge range you guys can have in your snakes that is completely dependent on how you care for them and of course their feeding response. Now you guys can take one last look at this girl and kind of get a good estimate of her size, because what I'm going to show you guys is a female which is the exact same age of this snake. They weren't from the same clutch, but they were hatched out within just 1 month of each other, and this next female is absolutely enormous and dwarfs this girl right here. Now while I don't want to mess with this girl too much, this is an example for you guys of what an adult female ball python looks like, and not only an adult female, but an adult female that's likely pregnant. Now this is going to be a little bit more girthy than your average female ball python is probably going to be, but this is our adult Mojave female right here, and she's actually going into shed, which will hopefully be her pre-lay shed before she gives us a clutch of eggs. I haven't seen an ovulation yet, but as you guys can see, this girl's definitely got some weight on her, and she is pushing 4.5 feet in total length, and probably close to, we're getting close to, at least with eggs, 3,000 grams. Now as you guys can see, this girl is absolutely huge, and all your females are not going to get this big, but this is definitely a pretty good example of what you could expect about the maximum to be with an adult female ball python. Now most of them are going to stay a little bit smaller than this, and like I said, this girl is most likely pregnant with some eggs inside of her, but hopefully this guys gives you a good estimate of what your ball python is going to look like as an adult versus how it looks like currently as a baby to subadult. So I hope that this video was helpful for you guys in determining how big your ball python is going to be, or around how big your ball python is going to be as an adult. If you could do a few quick favors before we go, could you guys go down and make sure to smash that like button, and also hit that big red subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down in the comment section below. And I want to thank you guys very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.